Joining us now is Michael Meachum, the head coach at Midwestern State, the number 2 seed, able to host this weekend. You played a great game against a really strong squad. Talk about the challenges that were before you today.
Yeah, I mean, Sully we've known for years, so his time at St. Ed's, and I think he's got a really organized, talented group, and I think that they showed it today. They were able to prove it and come out here and play on, what was it, Friday, and then today, and if you go 2 games with keeping clean sheets, you got a really good chance of winning games. So I mean, I congratulate those guys on the job they've done.
Talk a little bit about the goal they scored. It was off the throw. It had to be something that you were expecting.
Well, we were expected to throw in. I mean, we've seen that on the scout. You could watch that on Friday when they played against Biola. You get this deep in the tournaments and things like that, restarts and things like that can really hurt you. And unfortunately for us today, a restart hurt us. So we've got to make sure that we do better in our individual battles and things like that, not to let that happen in the future.
You did a good job marking Hinchka today. He had 13 goals for them. He didn't see much of the ball today. You had to be pleased with that.
Yeah, I mean, I think in the second half he got a couple of looks. We're trying to push to get the equalizer. So, I mean, I told the back three when we went to a 3, and even Mark, you're going to have to come up big. You're going to have to be able to defend 1v1 at times, and Mark, you're going to have to come up big to keep us in it. And for them, they were able to do that, and unfortunately for us, we weren't able to kind of find the equalizer throughout the second half. So.
And Mark has come up big for you all year. He's a big part of your success this year, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you don't want to just put it all on Mark's shoulders. I mean, I think there's some good players in front of him, but Mark's shown that he can, when called upon, he can really make some really big saves. And again today, he was able to make a couple of big saves, which was good for us to keep us able to keep pushing for that equalizer.
You're able to put a lot of pressure on them in the last 20-25 minutes of the match. What kept you from getting that equalizer?
I mean, you kind of really got to give it to Pomona. I mean, they bent a few times but never broke. I mean, like I said, Sully's got them super organized. They stayed organized through the time. They kind of picked us up in some pockets, and we were able to kind of exploit a couple of those pockets that we like to get in. And they were able to, lay it on the line a little bit, get some block shots. Goalkeeper made some saves. I mean, so we kept pushing. We just didn't push quite hard enough, I guess, today.
I mean, a disappointing end for sure, but what a great season it was. What will you remember most about this season?
I mean, I guess it's tough to say right now when the loss is so new and so close. I mean, I think the seniors, really. I mean, I think they've left the shirt better than they got here. I mean, it's not always in wins and losses and trophies and things like that, but I mean, we got a handful of guys here that'll be first graduates in their family, which is pretty important. We've got some guys that have set some records, and I think Carlos Flores has played like 93 games for us or something like that. I think that's like top 5 or 6 all time or something like that. So, I mean, I think we've got some guys that have really shown how to do it. Julian Brejas, I think he's got like a 3.8 GPA. I mean, so they've kind of showed some of the younger guys how to go about themselves, how to handle themselves with some professionalism and some accountability. And I think that's what it's all about. We'll see these guys get married and come back here, and their kids will be running around here. So,
are you optimistic the Midwestern State can get back here next year?
Yeah, I mean, that's our job. I mean, that's the history of the program. I always tell the guys, I mean, we don't rebuild, we reload. And, we keep recruiting throughout the year and 365 days out of the year to make sure that we, treat the fans and the support of the university the best we can. And I don't see why we couldn't do that in the future again.
Congratulations on a great season, and thanks for your time. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.